Hello, I'm Fabio Avogadro. I'm related to Amado Avogadro himself. He's a famous chemist, he is. I'm hoping to be one myself someday. He did something with moles or something. Moles are my favourite type of dish. I'm not sure where your hosts are. I think they went to get cookies or fix a car or something. I think they'll be back soon, but you'll probably see me again. Anyway, goodbye. Sure, I just heard someone talking.
I don't know what way they were from.
Probably the neighbours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always the neighbours.
So, we're onto something called moles, or amount of a substance. It's quite a useful thing, there's a few equations and it will pop up again and again. This is the first part of it.
It is, and it's what chemists use to measure amounts of substance.
Yeah, stuff.
Stuff. Now, a mole is a good way to measure something, but what actually is it, Wayne?
Well, it's a number, and it's the amount of atoms in 1 mole of a substance. So.
The number is 6.02 times 10 to the 23. Now, you don't have to be that good at indices to know how much that is.
That's a very, very big number. That's how many atoms there are in 1 mole. That's what that number is, Avogadro's constant. And
it's pretty handy. It can be used to work out quite a lot of things, including the mass itself or the MR.
Yes. So, a few examples. You have this carbon-12. You can say that in 1 mole of carbon-12 will weigh 12 grams, that number. Sulfur is 32.1. In 32.1 grams there will be 1 mole, there will be that many atoms.
It's quite handy.
In that grams of sulfur.
So the equation from this,
we relate them together,
is mass equals the amount of moles by N times the MR. The MR is the atomic mass.
Yes,
which is a number.
how you express it, Mr. And yeah, it's an equation you have to do. You have to rearrange it. Moles equals mass over molar mass.
Yeah.
You have to arrange it again to get MR, but very rarely do you need your MR because they're all in your periodic table.
Yes, you should.
These two forms will be useful to you.
Yeah, well.
If you know the amount of moles of something, you can work out how much it's going to weigh, and that could be useful for stuff like CO2. It would be really hard to weigh how much CO2 is in this room, but if we were to happen to know the moles, then we know the MR of CO2 overall, because it's just the formula mass, which we did in a previous video.
And then we would know how much it weighs. A good way to remember how the formula works is that Mr. Mole lives underground, because the mass is the ground, and then there's N times your MR. You just cover up which one you want to use if you struggle remembering equations.
Yeah, it's a pyramid. So if you want to work out mass, cover it up and it equals that times that. If you wanted to work out moles, cover it up and it's that divided by that. If that's an easy way for you to remember.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for
it's
this
quite
chapter.
a short video.
However, moles will come up again and again, so it's good to solidify
it's a fundamental
your knowledge.
idea, and it happens all the time.
So we've got a brief few chapters in between, and then we come back to this with some more equations. So moles are important.
I think first you go to seaside though, because I really fancy some crab.
Yeah, so do I actually. I don't know why.